WHPR TV is now on demand. Catch us when you want, how you want, where you want. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Watch your favorite TV shows on demand. And be sure to download the WHPR app. We're now on demand at your demand. WHPR TV Detroit On Demand.com, a Watkins Broadcasting Company.
Hey Detroit, it's time to rise and be part of the 10th annual Arise Detroit Neighborhoods Day, Saturday, August 6th, in neighborhoods all over the city. Hundreds of organizations and thousands of volunteers will participate with health fairs, concerts, festivals, back-to-school events, cleanup projects, and more. Register today at www.arisedetroit.org. That's www.arisedetroit.org or phone 313-921-1955 and be part of the change. Good evening, Detroit, and welcome to Arise Detroit Neighborhoods TV show here on WHPR. Glad to connect once again with all of our viewers in Detroit and the vast WHPR viewing area. My name is Luther Keith. I'm the Executive Director of Arise Detroit, a community organization focused on volunteering, mentoring, and positive media images to create a better Detroit. Our goal is to make our community great, to involve you, to inspire you, to get you involved, and really truly help this city rise, and we can't do it without your support. So we're going to be talking about that today. Very excited because my guest is here is the great prophet Cedric Banks, who you'll be hearing from later. And most importantly, we want to invite you to be part of something that no other city in America does, folks, and that's the Rise Detroit Neighborhoods Day, the first Saturday of every August. This year, the 10th annual Arise Detroit Neighborhoods Day will be held on Saturday, August 6th, in neighborhoods all over the city. Now, the thing to remember about Arise Detroit Neighborhoods Day, it's not in one place. It is literally all over the city, in every neighborhood. And so, east side, west side, downtown, midtown, you name it, that's where you can find it. And you can be part of it. We're going to be talking more about that as we get into the program. Also want to tell you a little bit about something else that's coming up on June 25th that we're involved with, something called the Blight Boot Camp by a group called Impact Detroit that is partnering with the Rise Detroit. You have blight in your neighborhood, structures or vacant lots that you don't know what to do or how to get rid of them. Well, this is a whole day of activities and workshops on how you can remove blight, find creative ways, maybe there are art projects, how to get grants. It's June 25th at the downtown campus of Wayne County Community College District. It's going to have workshops. It's going to take you out into the neighborhoods, and it's all free. You can register by going to the website impact-detroit.org or simply give us a call at Arise Detroit, 313-921-1955. That's the Blight Boot Camp coming up at the downtown campus of WC3 on Saturday, June 25th. And again, Neighborhoods Day is coming August the 6th. We already have lots of churches, lots of block clubs involved. And it's a day when you can do anything you want to do. You can have a health fair, a concert, a cleanup, a beautification project. Registration is only $50, as the promo leading into the show says. You get banners, you get T-shirts, you get put on our website, you get vouchers so you can get supplies for your beautification and cleanup projects. And no other city in America does this. Last year we had over 250 registered events in every zip code in the city of Detroit. You want to be part of it. If you care about the neighborhoods, you want to be part of Neighborhoods Today. With that, I'm going to turn to somebody who has been part of Neighborhoods Today the last 2 years, a very inspiring figure, devoted to doing the right thing and making the right thing happen. That's Prophet Cedric Banks. And Prophet, welcome to the Arise Detroit Neighborhood Show. Glad to have you here.
Luther, hey, thanks for having me. Thank you so much for having me. And you're doing an outstanding work with Arise Detroit. You know, one of the things what I want to mention about Arise Detroit, though, Arise Detroit is an outstanding organization because it gives people opportunity out there in the community to create a vision and to bring that vision up under the umbrella of Arise Detroit. And and when we talk about that their vision, you know, we talking about Arise Detroit, an established business, an established platform, an established organization that has the people that goes around to different events on that day because there's so many different events that be going on that day. We go around to many different events. We go to the Gratiot Splash. We go to Miss Shirley Birch's events.
Community Financial Progress at the Belmont Shopping Center, 8 Mile
Exactly.
and DeQuinder.
Right. So it's so many outstanding events what goes on. And I'm talking about after you done brought your vision and put your vision out there.
Well, we have been very blessed. I only have one liberal arts degree. I am not the sharpest knife in the drawer, as the saying goes. But truly, Arise Detroit, as I said on other shows, is an idea that not whose time has come, but which the community wants to come to, and that's what's made us go. Well, we had the idea was again we have so many great events that are focused on downtown. We have the Winter Blast, the Summer Blast, the River Days, the fireworks, the races on Bell Island. All those are great. I love them all. But Neighborhoods Day is the only day that says neighborhoods are important and should be celebrated wherever they are. Not to be confused with Motor City Makeover, which is important and great, but that's just a cleanup day, and it's an important day. Angels Night is a wonderful day, an important day to keep our neighborhoods safe, but that's focused on fire prevention, which is a good thing. But Neighborhoods Day, actually, is a very good companion to those 2 days because it says every block club, every church, every group that works to make our city better is important. And on this day, we're going to lift them up. We're going to shine them up. We're going to let the whole world see what the folks on the east side are doing, in the southwest Detroit, and in downtown, and midtown. And it's truly a day for everybody. And we involve people from outside the city of Detroit, from other states, people of all faiths, all races. At the end of the day, we all want a great community, and that's what neighborhoods allows us to do. Now, I want to say something as take a personal privilege because I know in the past you've had your own TV show,
Right.
from several years ago, and you've had me on many, many times, been supportive of Arise Detroit, and this is my opportunity to return the favor and to say thank you again for your work and your passion, what you do, because again, I'm not writing you any checks, right?
Right. That's correct.
But you do it from your heart. So, but one of the things that I've always admired about you is your commitment and your belief that we have to make a change. We have to get involved. And I know you're a spiritual man, and you're a preacher, you're a prophet. I'm not any of those, but I do know this, that there is a spiritual dimension, call it heart, call it soul, whatever you need, that you have to motivate people, to inspire people, to change things, to overcome obstacles. So from that perspective, how does your belief, your life as a spiritual man tie into this community work? And we have lots of churches that are involved. Faith-based groups are big partners. But why is that important from your perspective?
Oh, well, you have to, like you said, you have to have that spiritual drive on the inside of you because there is a lot of people out there that will be coming to the events, coming to on Neighborhoods Day that need to be inspired. Number one, that need to be inspired. That's downtrodden, broken, that need to be lifted up. And the Spirit of God on the inside of you will show you how to do that, how to inspire them, how to lift them up. We got people out here that need to get their visions off the ground. They've been sitting back, on the couch for many years. They've been wanting to do it, but they didn't know how to get it off the ground. But you make it so simple. Whatever it is that you have, just bring it and just register and we can get it going.
And
It don't have to be nothing perfect.
that's right, and that's one thing I always try to make you understand about Neighborhoods Day. And I wish my producer to cue up. We're going to be going shortly to a video from Neighborhoods Day to give you a little better overview of what Neighborhoods Day is about. But you're right, Neighborhoods Day is a day for the large, for the small, and everything in between. We have projects like one this year that we'll be talking to with the Dimby Alliance, that we'll be doing in partnership with Life Remodeled. That's literally going to involve thousands of volunteers over hundreds of blocks, or many, many blocks. We have other projects that are just one block or one house, but guess what? Every one of them is important because of the commitment that people have made to making their community better. And for our event, of course, you can go to our website, www.arisedetroit.org, click into the registration, fill out the form. We ask a $50 registration fee, but you're going to get a beautiful 3x6 foot banner. You're going to get at least 5 T-shirts. If you're doing a beautification or cleanup project, you'll get a voucher for no less than $100, and maybe more, because of a relationship we have with one of the local hardware chains, and through the generous support of our sponsors, we're going to put real resources in your hand to execute your projects. And I had a call today from a woman in the neighborhood. She says, we don't have a lot. I don't know how to do this. We need some help. And she was so thrilled that we said we can help you. And we do have, because of the generous support of our sponsors, we have a few cases where we can offer scholarships to some groups that are struggling hard pressed, where we will actually underwrite their registration. We can't do it for everybody, but for some folks we will do that, because most importantly, we want anybody who wants to be involved to be involved. And so that being said, we're going to cue up a little video from Neighborhoods Day a few years ago, and it'll give you an idea of how inspirational this day truly is. So let's go to the tape.
On the first Saturday in August, across the rising city of Detroit, people living in virtually every zip code of this vast metropolis are united, linked through their desire to keep hope alive by infusing their communities with the synergy to thrive.
We're here. We ain't going nowhere. The people of the city of Detroit are here. We're hard-working folk.
We're on TV a lot for guns and carjackings and whatnot. But there's a lot of people in the city who are doing things like running free medical clinics, running farmers markets, and doing repairs for neighbors. People need to know that.
I want the nation to know that we are Detroit and we are a great city. We're building, we're coming back.
Don't knock us off the map. We're still here. You know, everybody has their slump, and it just happens to be our turn. But we'll be back.
I believe in Detroit City.
Arise Detroit, be part of the change.
Throughout Michigan's still most vital city, people aren't just talking the talk, they're walking it too. They've become essential components of the coalition that is Arise Detroit, and they're using the message of their motto to produce a living, working juggernaut of change. Neighborhoods Day. Neighborhoods Day. Individuals and groups from all compass points that, through focused action and positive momentum, are reinvigorating Detroit.
It's happening across the city, wide. It's, an opportunity to get everybody on one page to, Arise Detroit.
We started with 55 in 2007, and it's grown steadily. Last year we had close to 170. This year we're topping 200. We have over 50 community cleanups. You have about 25 to 30 churches involved. We have community festivals, dozens of back-to-school events, health fairs, concerts, fencing exhibitions, sports, baseball, chess, golf, you name it, the whole tapestry of things that make a great community.
We always hear what's negative and bad, but this is a celebration about all that's good that goes on in our community, all the organizations that's doing good work, and Arise Detroit was just brilliant in coming up with this concept.
What began in 2007 with dozens of organizations and individual change agents scattered throughout the city had grown by 2012 into an amazing display of community pride. Hundreds of motivated organizations and literally thousands of engaged volunteers have brought a concerted effort to include most of Detroit's neighborhoods, get busy on their rebirth, and display to the world that Motown is no town without the vitality of its neighborhoods and the energy of its people.
For us, it means giving back to the community. We realize that the city of Detroit has to thrive in order for not only the metro Detroit area, but also the state as a whole to thrive.
And that's why I love Arise Detroit, because it brings to attention agencies who are out here every day doing this type of thing and encouraging people from the community to connect.
And I think everybody should be part of Arise Detroit's Neighborhoods Day. So the Peace Project, we got involved with Luther 3 years ago and adopted this park. So it's just, giving back to the community.
A small army of volunteers went to work today, helping to make a big difference in a Detroit neighborhood. Local 4's Chauncey Glover has more on Arise Detroit Neighborhoods Day.
Neighborhoods Day. It's a story too good to miss. A day of give back and sweat equity. A day of different folks coming together to build and plant and laugh and clean and work. A day for the children, the seniors, and everybody in between. Some say that Detroit's best days are behind it, but these people are not those people. These are the doers, the believers, the neighborhood architects working the blueprint to construct Detroit's comeback.
So as Detroiters, of course we've seen the pitfalls of industry, but we've also seen those lightning bolts of hope, which is Arise Detroit.
Arise Detroit is especially significant because it's about empowering our community. At the end of the day, what's good for the neighborhoods is good for the entire city.
But from the bottom of our hearts, thank you and we love you guys. Love Detroit. Come on, y'all. We love Detroit.
Well, I hope you were inspired by that. And if you watched that piece carefully, you notice that there were young people, there were old people, there were black people, there were white people. And they were smiling. And people asked, I've written this before, Luther, what's your favorite thing about neighborhood today? And it truly is the smiles, because I get in my car and literally can drive all over this city and everybody is smiling. Everybody is having a good time. And with all these festivals and all these health fairs and the concerts and the school supply giveaways and so many great things that we need to be reminded. Yes, we know we have the knuckleheads and we have the home invaders and the carjackers and folks who just don't want to act right, and we understand that, and we understand there's poverty and challenges and all the rest of that, and we need to work on all of that. But we need to be reminded it's okay to feel good about ourselves. And the thing to remember about Neighborhoods Day, it's not just a big party. When we started Neighborhoods Day, some people say, well, maybe we should call it a big block party. No, it's not a block party. No, it's much more. It's a day of commitment, pride, and purpose. People work, they show pride in their neighborhoods, and they make a commitment, and they celebrate, and they have fun. And so all these things are encapsulated all over this city. And so you don't have to be from a particular neighborhood. You don't have to have a certain kind of an income. Neighborhoods Day is about an attitude. What's that song? It was called New York State of Mind. Well, we're going to create a Neighborhoods Day state of mind in Detroit. And we want the world to know, all you out there, your NBCs and your MSNBCs, your CNN, your Foxes, and all your national networks, bring your news crews to Detroit on August 6th and see something that's going to rock your world. It's going to belie all the stereotypes. So this is where you need to be on August 6th. Be in Detroit. We've got some great things that we're going to be announcing leading up to Neighborhoods Day. So that being said, I want to turn to Prophet Banks because he has helped make this Neighborhoods Day. And I remember something you said, Prophet Banks, about 4 years ago. You said you saw Arise Detroit. This is at Shirley Birch's event. You said you saw Arise Detroit get national coverage, national attention. And, and that has happened. In fact, we've been written up by the Toronto Star, right. Fox News, Mike Huckabee, when he had his show on Fox, he came out to Detroit's East Side. I was on his show in a neighborhood in Detroit. We've been in the New York Times, and we're working on some others as well. So that has really happened because as people now have discovered the neighborhoods of Detroit, they weren't talking like this, 10 years ago when we started. Sure. But it's almost become kind of fashionable to say we love the neighborhoods of Detroit. But you've always been there. We've always been there. Now, let me just mention, too, if you want to call us, 313-868-4336 or 313-868-0351. You see it at the bottom of the screen. Give us a call. Anything you want to know about Neighborhoods Day, Prophet Banks. But Prophet Banks, what do you get out of Neighborhoods Day? And what about it specifically resonating with you? Say, I want to be part of this. This is important to me.
Hey, well, you mentioned that it's getting it has got national exposure, right? It shouldn't get nothing less than national exposure. You talking about one day out the year where people are coming together from all over the city of Detroit, black, white, all type of different nationalities, and doing a work for the community, and that's very inspiring right there. I mean, people from all over. This is a movement on this day. This is actually a movement, and it really need to be going more than once a year.
Well, what's
I'm
happening?
gonna tell you.
Yeah, what has happened is actually, even though like 95% of this on Neighborhood Day, it's gotten so big that everybody can't do their event on August the 6th.
Yeah.
And so what's happens is that some folks have their events on other days in August.
Right.
Because they want to be part of that. And what we do, you can register, and if you pay the registration fee, we will promote you the same way. We'll give you the T-shirts and the banners and the vouchers too. While many of the projects are on Neighborhood Day, it doesn't have to be on August the 6th, even though we're going to have a ton of them on August 6th. And some people say, well, Luther, why don't you just call it Neighborhoods Month? And that way, you have a whole month. My thought is this, though. What makes Neighborhoods Day so special is that all this stuff happens on one day.
One day.
Because if you got, it's just like if you got a bill to pay. If the bill's due today, you'll pay it today. But if you got a whole month to pay it, you're going to wait a month.
Right.
So Neighborhoods Day, and that's the beauty of it. Because my thought was this, Prophet Banks, that when the media, matter of fact, when we started Neighborhoods Day, the media called me, some of our friends in the media, and said, Luther, you got all these events all over the city. We don't know where to go. There's too much stuff going on over the city. And I said, that's right. Because you know what? We want to show you that good things are happening all over this city by a lot of people. And what Neighborhoods Day has done is that our local media has recognized the fact there are a lot of groups and organizations. And I want to say we've had a small part to play, not the only one, in having our local media take another look at the people in their neighborhoods, because on Neighborhoods Day you got hundreds of groups doing stuff,
right?
And so so you can do those stories not just on Neighborhoods Day but going forward. And so Neighborhoods Day has really been a catalyst to put a positive spotlight on all the groups in the city.
And you know what's a blessing, though? I'm gonna tell you what's truly a blessing. The city of Detroit gets so much negativity. So many folks from all over the world talk about it, criticize it, but it's just such a great blessing to see that the light is being placed on a movement on August the 6th, where people from all over the community are coming together, working, trying to make this city better, trying to improve this city. That is a blessing where that can be shown all over the world now.
Yeah.
Where it's being reversed now, that this city is coming back.
Exactly, and that's a good thing about that is like someone from China or Russia or Scandinavia can go to our website, arisedetroit.org right now and can see like, wow, look at all this stuff going on in Detroit. And that's one of the great things. You can go to our website and in real time click into our events and see Neighborhoods Day grow, and it's grown every year. Our goal is to have over 300 events this year. Last year we set a record of 256.
Beautiful.
And we're on our way there. If you click on our website, you can find people are registering every day. People are registering, signing up. And one of the things that can do, people want to volunteer. Okay, is that a call I've got blinking here? I guess that's what I'm sorry. I'm a little slow on this. So let me see I don't screw this up. I'm going to pick up the handset and press this. Hello.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey,
Good evening. How are
thanks
you?
for calling. Who am I talking to?
Yeah, this is Sylvia. I just had a question. I know you said that you're going to have a great event, Neighborhood Day, for I think it's August the 6th.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to know, during the other part of the summer, is there any other positive programs that you have to offer that we could send the youth? Or do you have information of other organizations that have some ongoing positive projects that we can keep our youth involved in?
Yes, absolutely. One of the things that you can do is go to our newsletter, which is go to our website, arisedetroit.org, and sign up for our newsletter, because it comes out every Friday to about 4,000 people, and it's full of information on programs for jobs, volunteers, and opportunities for programs, because we're actually a coalition of about 400 organizations. So we can connect you with countless programs and opportunities that we connect, even though we don't run them correctly. Our partner organizations are always doing things. So you can, or give us a call at 313-921-1955.
Okay, you're talking too fast.
I'm
Hold
sorry.
on, slow down with that phone number.
313. Okay, you got me excited. 313-921-1955. That's the phone number for Arise Detroit. And we'll try to get you
1955.
Correct. And,
okay, so my next question, if I have information that I can plug into you so that you could put that in your news for more projects and
Absolutely.
events that's positive for our youth as well as our seniors, because we want us all to be involved in positive energy. I can call that number and
yes,
see
absolutely.
if I can get that plugged into your newsletter.
Yes, absolutely. And go to our website, arisedetroit.org, and you can actually sign up for our newsletter. And it comes out every Friday. You get your information there, and you'll be access to all kinds of other information as well. And our newsletter is actually a huge part of our communication with the community. And, of course, in today's society, through the beauty and magic of technology, you can literally get connected with anyone, anywhere. And it's a real important part of staying connected to the community. And that's what we are. Think of us as a kind of like a little news organization or a PR agency for the nonprofits, for the small churches, people who don't have big budgets to hire PR firms and maybe not have connections with the media. So that's where we come in. We have great connections. We have great media partners that help us out every year. And we want to use all this to help the people in the neighborhoods. And that's what makes Arise Detroit unique. We are not working just for Arise Detroit. We are working for all the community groups. Our goal is to serve you. How can we serve you? We may not be able to write you a grant. We can connect you with somebody who's running a youth program or a mentoring program or a program to help seniors or a senior repair program. That's the kind of information that we try to make available. There are hundreds and hundreds of programs out here for you to take advantage of. So thank you so much for calling. Appreciate you.
AriseDetroit.org.
AriseDetroit.org.
And I will be plugging in some information that that will be positive, that could be
Absolutely.
added to your newsletter. Thank you.
We'll look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for tuning in. We're so excited that there's interest in this very important community program. Thank you, Prophet Banks, for coming out. Please come back next week and tune back in. We're going to have more exciting news for you to the Rise Detroit Neighborhood Show. Thank you, and do your part this week to help Detroit rise. We'll see you next week. Hey Detroit, it's time to rise and be part of the 10th annual Arise Detroit Neighborhoods Day, Saturday, August 6th, in neighborhoods all over the city. Hundreds of organizations and thousands of volunteers will participate with health fairs, concerts, festivals, back-to-school events, cleanup projects, and more. Register today at www.arisedetroit.org. That's www.arisedetroit.org or phone 313-921-1955 and be part of the change. People in Detroit's neighborhoods are doing some awesome things, and the world will see August 6th on the 10th annual Arise Detroit Neighborhoods Day. All over the city, hundreds of organizations and thousands of volunteers will participate by showing their community pride. With health fairs, concerts, festivals, back-to-school events, cleanup projects, and more. Show what your church, block club, or community group is doing to create a better Detroit. Registration is only $50 and includes banners, t-shirts, even vouchers for free supplies for your beautification projects. Register today at www.arisedetroit.org. That's www.arisedetroit.org or phone 313-921-1955 and be part of the change.